Hey, what up guys, it's Caleb here, and just recently I got some comments on one of my older videos about me talking about, how do I make over $200,000 per year as a freelance graphic designer, and basically someone just called me out and saying that I was bluffing, whatever I said was very suspicious in that video, and I think in general he didn't really believe in what I said. So first of all, I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm not trying to make this video define myself. If you try to believe what I was saying was lying or wrong or whatever, then feel free to believe that. But what the point of this video is, I want to get back to one of his points about the reality of being a graphic designer. So what he said is, most graphic designer don't even make 40 grand per year. And I think that's very true, so I want to get into that. And I was really living in that reality as well, right? Like when I first being a graphic designer, so I remember I was working at a Japanese magazine company, so my salary was around not around exactly $1,200 per month, and that was the reality that I had, right? And I was really happy about that as well, because I know that being a graphic designer is not really a career that you'll reach off this career, right? Because most designers, they don't make a lot of money, and that is especially true in Hong Kong as well, right? In Hong Kong, if you're a designer, you're definitely starving, right? So that was the reality that I have in my mind. So being rich as a designer is just not something that I have in my mind, right? It's not a notion that I have back in that times. So what I would like to say in this video is really the reality is really an assumption or a notion or a perspective that you have in your mind, right? How you see things, how you see people around you, and that become your reality, right? So what of the core message or core point about all of my video is really to help designers to really see things beyond what they are seeing right now, right? A lot of my message is really through good work, through hard work, you can break out of that reality and get to something that you're not expecting right now. And I believe that there was one day, actually there was one day when I was working for a startup studio company, and they pay me around 30 to 40 50 grand per year. And I was just going online and searching for other designer salary, right? Then I found a website called Angelus, and I go in there and I noticed that a lot of jobs on Angelus, they're paying a lot more than what I was getting paid at that time. And for 40 grand salary in Canada, right, that's about $30,000 in the US. But in the US, people paying around 100 to 200 grand per year, right? And that just blew my mind. And it was the stuff that I was doing right now is basically the same as what people are doing in the US, but why do I get paid so much less than what people are paying in the US, right? So that kind of widened my horizon already. So I guess sometimes you just have to know something that you're not seeing right now, and just realize that there is something bigger and better out there, and I can potentially get to the next level. And now at that point, right, I was instead of focusing on what I have right now, if potentially I can get these people and work with these people, then eventually I can get to that level as well. And that was really the goal that I was trying to set for myself, right? Eventually I got there, and that's why I just tell you guys, right, I make around 100 200, sometimes a little bit more than that per year, right? And that totally makes sense because I'm working with these people right now, and that is how much they're paying. So if you're thinking about making 200 grand or a little bit more, a little bit less is your reality right now, I want to tell you there is something even more than that, right? If you look at that, you can go to a website called Levels. So Level is a website basically if you want to see people's salary, how much people are getting paid as whatever, right? As software engineer, you can just go to Levels and you can see all the details, all the salary of people just posting on Levels, right? You can see that 26 minutes ago somebody posted his salary on this website. So I'm not talking about software engineer, I'm just talking about designers, right? How much designers are making. So you can see that on Google, designer making $1,600 dollars per year. So it's $242,000. And if you're a senior designer, you make around 300 grand, and then 400 grand if you are staff designers, and then senior staff, that's 500 grand, right? So if you're talking about this money is, this is the reality of, people making a Google, right? So that is a totally different reality than what my reality is right now, right? Because I'm stuck with like the startup jobs. But there are different stuff, there are different stages of things. So what you think right now may not be what other people are thinking, and that is the point of my entire videos, right? I'm just trying to widen your horizon and let you know that there is something out there that people are doing, and it's not the same as what you are doing right now, right? So don't limit yourself and think that my reality is $40,000 and that is all I can get, and that is what the norm of being a designer is. And I would say that the norm is only the norm for yourself. Like if you get out of this norm, then you can get to the next level. And there's two choices, right? One is to stay at where you are right now, what do you think you can get, what is the norm for you right now, or the other is trying to get out there and jump to the next level and do the norm of other people, right? Then that is really improving your design skill and getting to the next level, getting better, being the best of the best, right? Because if you're not the best, Google are not going to hire you. So that is really the message of this video. I try to focus not just for yourself right now, not what you're getting right now, but what you can get in the future if you're changing what you're doing right now. So that's the point of this video. If you like the message, then definitely give me a thumbs up and follow me on the social media links down below. Subscribe to my channel as well, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Cheers.